When you're down in the dumps, everything feels bad. You just can't seem to lift yourself up. But what can you do to help yourself? Here with advice on how to start feeling better is Carmen Gardner. He's the author of From That to This, and he's also a Springfield native, and he joins us this morning to share more. Carmen, thank you so much for joining us today. Now, it is kind of hard when people feel down. It seems that they can't find anything to make them feel better. Yeah. So there's a lot that you can say that happened in your life that you could have felt defeated, but you didn't. Now, you wrote a poem titled I'm Down. Tell us about that.
Well, once you realize that other people live or are living in worse situations that you are, it's easy. So, of course, my mom passed away, my dad passed away. I lost my whole entire immediate family. I lost uncles, I lost aunts, grandma, grandpa. I've lost a lot of things in my life. But when you realize that, you know, there's a person over there with one leg, but they're still trying to make it. Mm-hmm. Or there's a person over there with no legs, and they're still trying. There's people out there who can't see, but they're still going. There's people who can't hear, but they're still going. There's people with death, ailments, mm-hmm. that, but they still have courage, and they're still moving on, and they're still inspired. So how dare I, with my little, well, it's not little, but the things that I've been through, how dare I quit? How dare I not continue to go ahead when you have these other people they're trying their best to be successful and inspire?
Right. It's all about how you perceive your life, right? So
yes.
Kind of making sure that you look to those who maybe have it harder than you,
right.
and realize that you can't let your troubles bring you down.
Right.
And so now in the book, in your book, you talk about what those things are that you think about when you are down, and you also talk about how failure is not a bad thing.
Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is a good thing, because you get to learn from your mistakes. And my favorite quote in the whole wide world is, "Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly," from John F. Kennedy. So if you don't try, and if you don't try to put yourself out there, you're never going to achieve anything. Mm-hmm. So no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're going through, if you don't try your best, it's going to be difficult for you to be successful. And if there's people out there who love you more than you, how are you going to be successful? You have to love yourself better than anybody that's in your family or any of your friends.
So you talk about failure. So if someone does, a lot of times you fail, you don't get the job that you wanted. You audition for a part in a play, you don't get it, and you feel down, you cry, you're upset. But you change your perception, mm-hmm. look at how others live, and also remember that you need to dare to fail, because that's going to bring you up.
Yes.
In your life.
You fail 10 times, that 11th time, that may be it. So you're steadily climbing, and when you get to the top, guess what? Now you have more goals. You've accomplished that goal, now just keep going. You have to start and you have to finish.
And you're an inspiration to those. I mean, just listening to your story now, just to kind of quickly give a recap on you, Carmen. You're from Springfield. You grew up here.
Yes.
And so your book that you wrote is From That to This, because now you are successful and mentoring other young men, yes. and women.
And that's the goal. That's the goal of the book. Because you have a lot of people, okay, well, I lost my mom, so I'm going to quit, and I'm going to give up. And, a lot of people say, well, I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to sell drugs, and that's the easy way out. I'm going to shoot someone, and I'm going to take them. That's the easy way out. The hard thing is to do is finish high school, finish college, make yourself someone. That's harder than doing the easy way. So mm-hmm. my book is to show people who have either lived like I've lived or lived somewhere close to that, you know what, if he could do it, I can do it.
That's right. Right, and there is help out there for anyone who needs it. So thank you for inspiring us today, Carmen. As always, we appreciate you coming and visiting us here in Massifield. Thank you so much. Coming